Hey, how you guys doing, man? It's Joe D, and welcome to another Share a Beer show. This is number 418 for Tuesday. Today is the 27th of June that we are recording this. And I just want to say, my email is joedreviews@gmail.com. You guys are more than welcome to email me to with your comments, questions, concerns. Usually someone responds when I put that out there, so I thought I'd put that out there at the beginning. We have Barrick, we've got Bum, we got Earth in the show today with us. Not just in the chat, which is cool. Mark, and now was this Tom or Ruben?
Tom, yeah, Tom.
So yeah, should be a good show. We've got some other questions that we'll ask later on. That have to reference a boat.
Oh, okay.
We'll have boating questions, so it should be a good show, man. We'll keep it interesting today. We'll start with just how everyone's doing, man. How you guys doing?
Awesome sauce.
Good.
Exactly, man.
All okay.
Not too bad.
You're fabulous.
And Earth, you're good to go, man. How are you doing, brother?
Trying to survive this heat that we've been having. You know about that.
Yeah, me and Earth have pretty much the same weather right now. So
110, 120, whatever,
Yeah, right. It's funny. Yeah, right.
It's 116 yesterday.
Yeah, it's 112 right now, I guess. Yeah, I didn't even look at the weather. Yeah, it's 112. To me, it doesn't feel as hot this year, as in previous years, because the low, in my opinion, I don't know this for a fact, but I think the low, even compared to just last year, the low is going lower. Like previous years that I've been here, summers. It seemed like whenever we started getting above 110, the low doesn't really go below 100. So just felt hotter, Now, hell, I mean, you get a nice kind of cool breeze at night. I'm turning off my AC in my big truck, at least when I'm driving. About 4 or 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So
that means it must be in the low 80s probably by the time.
Yeah,
that's about the only time period you get to.
That's it. Yeah, and
about 2 to 3 hours.
I happen to work in it. Yeah, so like last night, I caught my for my DOT break, I take a nap. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it was nice. There's nice breezes, and yeah, it was cool till it wasn't. It changes like that, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but oh yeah. Also, I still do the podcast. I put that out there as well. So that's on SoundCloud for anybody that would like to download it. Hey, Barrick, what are you drinking, my friend?
Well, right now I'm drinking homebrew, but just in a minute I'm going to try a new one.
Mm-hmm.
So ask me in a minute or two,
sure.
And I'll have something.
Sure, we'll give you a few minutes here. Oh yeah, and then Bum says we have another Malt Liquor segment. So
yeah,
our Malt Liquor correspondent will correspond with us, man. And so that's good. We're getting feedback on that Malt Liquor report, man. A lot of people are saying they like it. So
yeah.
It's definitely entertaining, man. It is great. It is.
I saw those latest videos. Those were pretty entertaining.
Man, I didn't get to see them, man. Oh, and then Ruben's having Comcast issue. ISIS.
Yep. ISIS.
Yeah, he's hopefully trying this.
Still fighting that.
He's still fighting that war, man. So. So what are you having, Bum?
Okay, I am having the latest from the Breckenridge Nitro can series.
Oh, and is that the orange?
This is going to make everybody drool. Look at that can. Look at that name. The Orange Cream Ale Nitro.
That's
like a freaking
summer seasonal. Yep.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I really do. There's Ruben. Ruben's here just in time for my bad review of this beer.
What is it?
the Breckenridge Nitro Orange Cream Ale. Have you seen it?
Yeah, that
Cranking
was
those
been-
nitros out.
Yeah, it's the latest in the Nitro series, and I had high hopes for this, and this might actually, I hate to say this, but this might be my most disappointing beer of 2017.
Oh,
Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Nail on the head right there.
Tough words.
Yeah, it's Nitro Orange Cream Ale. There's no orange. There's hardly any nitro. It just takes like if I spent 3 hours with my push mower and I was dying of thirst, this would be great tasting. But and if you just gave it to me in a glass, I would be like, oh, this tastes great. But if you just with the reputation of Breckenridge and this series,
Right.
it's almost like they got a basic beer and just squoze a couple of drops of orange flavoring into it. There's virtually no orange flavor to it.
Wow.
It's almost
old.
No, it's
It
brand
just
new.
released. Yeah.
It's brand new.
It just released.
Extremely disappointing. Even doing an aggressive pour, there's not the the cascading nitro foam which you get. And if you recall the last one of these that I had, which was I believe it was the dry Irish stout,
Yeah.
same thing. It was
That's right.
this series of these nitro cans, I think there's been 5 of them now. This has turned out to me to be a pretty disappointing series. With a lot of high hopes. This one is the most disappointing so far.
Wow, that's that's disappointing even here.
And I invite anyone to go out and try this. It's not, if you drink it, it's not a bad tasting beer, but it's certainly not a beer that lives up to what it claims it is.
What's the ABV on it?
I think 5.3 maybe.
Yeah, 5.5%.
5.5. Yeah.
Huh.
There's virtually no or any this hint of any kind of citrus at all in this.
Let me show you what this is from the release page of that beer.
How they make
It really, you've got Tuesday, June 20th. This beer just released. It's been all over. Well, you guys know I'm on Instagram mostly, and it's been all over Instagram. It's been all over Instagram. But that beer, today Breckenridge introduces its latest in the Nitro series, which was the Nitro Orange Cream Ale. The 4th seasonal release in this series. Let's see. Nitro Orange Cream Ale is a flavorful throwback to summer days spent poolside and evenings along boardwalks enjoying a creamsicle with a summer crush.
Not.
To which Bum says, lie.
I wonder. I'm trying to even I'm trying to think about. Let me go to the bottom here because they've. Breckenridge Nitro series delivers that pub experience in a portable package. And let's see, the collection consists of 2-year round releases. You've got Nitro Vanilla Porter, Nitro Lucky You IPA, and rotating seasonal releases. Previous seasons include Nitro Pumpkin Spice Latte.
Yeah.
Nitro Chocolate Orange Stout, which is the winner, and Nitro Dry Irish Stout, which was the spring.
Is that a pound or can, Bum?
It's 15.
15.2, I believe.
15.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
strange.
because of all those 16 ounce, like even Sam Adams does it with the little. They allow room for the nitro.
Oh, for the widget.
Oh, at the
Yeah,
bottom.
for the widget in the bottom.
So, and that's a better
15.2
look.
ounces.
Now here it is from Untapped. You've got 226, and then the same number in the last 30 days because it just released. You know what I'm saying? So,
People agree with you.
yeah, I mean it's only got a 3.2. So
And that's not very good for, you know, a brewery the level of Breckenridge.
And look what they're saying. Like maybe the worst beer ever. Holy shit, that's awful.
0.25 half. Wow.
I mean,
No, I certainly wouldn't give it a half a star. I'd give it more than that. It's not. It doesn't taste bad. It's very bland.
yeah, look at sadly pretty flat. Not sure more flavor. So this ain't buy at your own. And now you've got Kim G here that says nitro cream ales. So
Yes, Kim likes it.
and then this one's When in Rome. Yeah, would like more flavors. Most definitely creamy though. So are you getting that? Is it
Not really.
not? And you're not even getting
Really?
Huh.
That's an interesting. So okay, let me talk about your experience from the beginning. You crack the can. How much of that nitro sound are you getting? You know that.
That sound. As far as like after the crack of the cannon, all the sound you normally get, you get a little bit of that, but it's almost like they're skimping.
Wow. Well, that's sad.
Personally, I think nitro doesn't go well unless you got a high gravity beer or a heavy malt bill.
And that's very possible, Worth, because it doesn't. All these ones that. Anything that all the ones Breckenridge has done that I have liked have been like the chocolate orange stout, the MVP, the Nitro Vanilla Porter. To me, I think that's the first one they put out. That still remains the best one so far.
Yeah.
These lighter ones, it just doesn't work.
Yeah, you know, and I find that true for like. You know, really hoppy IPAs. I don't like a hopped nitro beer.
Yeah.
I don't think that.
I'm with you on that one.
Like a really, you know, and you know, you can go to different pubs too and get, you know, whatever beer you want on tap nitroed, and I'll experiment with that, and it's a lot like what Earth just said. You know, it's like, yeah, no, that one's not, you know.
Yeah. Nitro is one of those things that seems to be everybody's got to do something nitro now. So, you know, they got to do.
Which is cool.
Nitro adjunct lagers here pretty soon, you know. Budweiser Nitro.
Have you had like a Boddington's cream ale on nitro?
Already kind of lame anyway.
Me, Ruben? Boddington's?
Yeah. Does it taste similar to that?
No, I haven't had Boddington's. The only other thing out of the can I've had in nitro was the Sam Adams and also the Young's double chocolate stout, which I think is great.
Okay. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
They just have that so nailed down. I mean, they've been doing it for so long.
Just about perfect, yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So, well, that's too bad, man. Hey, Barrick, what are you having now, my friend?
Okay, here we go. Having a Barley Mow Brewing Company Maven Chocolate Milk Stout.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Maven.
Look at
that. Okay.
That's more like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is made in Largo, Florida, which is near Tampa. And I'd never even heard of the brewery. I just went into ABC Liquor today and was looking for something, you know, different. 6.5%.
What's the potency on that one?
6.5. Yep. Trying to see if I like it.
That's
It's probably a little too cold.
Yeah, that'd probably warm up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, the 6.5, that would be
that one up.
Like a good level. You get that warmed up a little bit.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I
had it in the freezer trying to get ready for the show.
Oh,
What's
so
that?
you
Hold what up?
hold the can up, I think.
Hold the can up.
Yeah, hold it up to the camera. Let's see it.
It's a cool can. I'll show the website as well. all their cans are right up, front and center on their website.
Lord of the Gourd.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
That is cool.
Badass cans.
So they've got some cool cans. Heck, I like that all their beers are canned.
Yeah.
When they're canned like that, you've got a chance at getting them some way, somehow, sometime. You know what I'm saying? So this is good. Here's their Maven milk chocolate milk stout.
That looks like it's an all-around. That's a year-round beer. Then that's cool. That's
yeah,
nice.
because the other one's showing it as seasonal. So it says dark and what is this? Omniscious.
Ominous.
Yeah, omniscience. Yeah.
This medium-bodied brew is aged on Venezuelan coca nibs from Pinillas Chocolate Company. Has interwoven flavors of roasted malt character and sweetness with notes of coca, dark chocolate, and roasted coffee. For those who seek truer flavor in a complex world. So I'm assuming that with what they're saying, you definitely get a different flavor from dark chocolate. And it's a more tamer flavor, isn't it? It's
It can add some bitterness too.
Yeah.
Roasted coffee, cocoa, and dark chocolate can be a little bit bitter.
Yeah. You're not necessarily looking at your regular. We're so used to semi-sweet, especially in this country. I think a lot of us are starting to get used to darker chocolate. But
oh man, I love it.
Yeah, like Ruben said, it's definitely a different flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. True dark chocolate has a lot of like earthy, like smoke and spice, and really kind of earthy. Not real sweet. It's
not real sweet. It's not very bitter.
Okay.
And the mouthfeel more of a porter than a stout.
Okay. All right.
I feel like there's any lactose.
Did they add lactose to it? I wonder if it said milk stout. I would hope they would add lactose.
Yeah,
to it.
it
I
should.
can't read. My arms aren't long enough to read.
Yeah. I know. Join the club.
in that description, it didn't say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It didn't really talk
Looks
about.
good. Sounds good.
But it must. And on Untapped, there's 8,800 ratings on here. 156 in the last 30 days. 6.5%. 21 IBUs, and gets a 3.82 bottle caps.
That's a solid beer.
Yeah.
That's solid. There's absolutely nothing wrong. I expected it to be a little thicker in the mouthfeel, a little bit more on the chocolate end, but there's nothing bad about it.
Yeah. I bet if that warms up a little bit, you'll get it'll change a little bit. Yeah. That's a perfect summer beer, really. I mean, it may be 90 degrees and humid, but you can pass up a milk stout.
It's
by number 4, you'll be enjoying it a little bit more.
Exactly. That's true for most beers. Yeah.
Doesn't matter what the weather is, you just enjoy it.
It's a definite. If you got to have one, you got to have 6 beers. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, we got King in the chat, man. How you guys doing, bro? How you doing, bro? So, Earth, what do you have, my friend?
I got. This is San Pedro, California. I don't know if you guys can you see that?
Oh yeah, I just seen that, Ken. Was that you that had? You must have had that.
Yeah, I posted it.
Yeah.
It looks like a belt, like it's influenced by Belgian or something like that with the name. So I don't know how to pronounce it. I call it Brewery West.
Yeah, Brewery
West.
What? So what is it? Is that BR? Is that BR?
I call it Brewery West. It's a double IPA. Double IPA. It's one of those juicy ones. It's all hazy and cloudy and tons of citrus and tropical fruits. Got like a kind of like a Starburst kind of a scent to it.
Okay, all right.
We're like beer church.
Yeah,
it's really juicy. And fruity.
What's the name of that one again? Earth. What's
The name of it is Dig My Earth.
Dig My Earth? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
The name suits well for you.
Right,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's right up my alley.
That's right.
Yeah, here we go. Okay, yeah, I was
Is it
just
supposed to
trying
be like
to...
eat shorts type of thing? Dig My Earth?
It's a little bit difficult to pick these types of beers up, but they got a following.
So it's a juicy Belgian IPA basically. Is that?
Well, the name is spelt, kind of like with the Belgian influence, but it's a straight up
Okay. So it doesn't have like that Belgian yeast
style
flavor at all.
IPA. There's no Belgian yeast in it or nothing like that.
Okay. All right.
This
Just a straight juice IPA.
this I'm not getting too much on it. I've got, of course, Untapped they have it registered.
4.1.
218 total on both. So this must be a newly released. Well, yeah, just added.
It's fairly new, yeah.
6/4/17. So, what is this? Mecca grade barley and raw wheat, heavily hopped with Amarillo, Simcoe, and Centennial.
Okay. So it's probably that Amarillo and Simcoe that you're getting there. That's the.
Here's a.
Juicy.
I know Earth has it, so let me see if I can find his on here. Friends, let's see. Yeah, there he is. So we'll look at Earth's picture right here.
Yeah, it's a brew yard.
Oh, that's sweet.
Isn't that a cool can?
That's an awesome can.
Yeah, the artwork's pretty sick.
Yeah. That's,
And so
Is that a pounder can?
It is.
Cool.
16 ounces.
a
16
cool
ounces. And it's a double, and they're out of San Pedro, California.
Okay. Huh.
San Pedro.
That's a good one.
Ruben, you were breaking up. I couldn't understand what you said.
Ross said, was it a pounder can? And somebody answered me.
Yeah.
It's a 16 ounce.
It's definitely a pounder. 8% ABV. 4.1 bottle caps, man. So
Okay. Yeah. It's a good one.
damn good double IPA right there. Sounds like.
Yeah.
So always down for a really good IPA, man. You know. Hey Jeff, how you doing, my friend? We haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, what's up, Jeff?
Well, normally Tuesday's my bowling night, so I haven't been able to get into your Tuesday night
Right.
chats.
Yeah,
but
I remember you saying that.
Something tonight, because not only am I getting a major thunderstorm right now, I might kick right off the air, but I'm trying a brand new, just released like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, from the Spencer Trappist Brewery of Massachusetts, the only Trappist brewery in the USA. This is a brand new quad from them. It's called the Monk's Reserve. 10.2%, 10.4%
Wow. Okay.
alcohol by volume.
That's
And I've
definitely
already
a lot.
finished a little bit of it. Got all those quad things you like, with the sweetness, with the raisins, with the plum, with the prunes, with the, the anise, the licorice. I figured I'd introduce it to the world on the Joe D show.
Yeah.
I'll probably do that.
I hope they added extra equipment because their sales are going to double after this.
Exactly. Yeah.
But
It's going to be a run on the brewery tomorrow.
I'm
I was going
actually
to say, one of my good friends is a monk there. I better let him know. The wave's coming.
No slacking off, man. You got to keep bottling. Keep bottling.
right.
You guys were just talking about something Belgian a moment ago. I mean, this is really, if you like quads, this is right there.
Now
That sounds really good.
I'm
Have to
glad
get a
you
bottle of
described that. I'm glad you used that description because let me go. I'm going to their beers here right now, but because anise is a really good description. I use licorice a lot, and a lot of time it is that specific anise, like you said, and that I'm gonna have to remember that. That was I like that.
That's what I think. That's the flavor we think of when we think of black licorice. Yeah.
I picked up a 4-pack, and I've got one of them that's going in the cellar for a while. I don't know if they're going to do this regularly or just a one-off thing or what they're going to do. I'm not quite certain, but it's fairly new. It's only been out a couple of weeks, I guess, maybe since the end of May, and they it's got a slight booze feel to it right now, 10.2, but it's not like overwhelming, But you get this kind of slight booziness in both the aroma and in the flavor, particularly at the end. You get this kind of boozy warming at the end. It's but it's really definitely a decent quad, I think.
Oh yeah.
But
You
of course, everything
put that bottle away for a year or two. It'll mellow out a little bit.
Yeah. You guys probably won't get this. We get this in New England, it's Massachusetts, in New Hampshire where I live. I think they get it in Vermont and Maine as well. It might be Connecticut. I think it's all over New England. But
we'll take a look at the Untapped right here. You got 260 ratings on here. It was
mine's the most recent you can see.
It was just added 6/11, so this beer was just added days ago, actually.
Yeah.
It's got a 3.98 bottle caps, man, 10.2%, like you said.
Sweet.
You can see mine's the first review on the page there. I did mine right up top there.
Yeah, let's take a look at his picture.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
I love good quads. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, I was taking in my cellar on the steps.
a good quad is also hard to beat, and he says dark plums, raisin, bold Belgian malts.
It does have this. I did cellar-like musty flavor. I think that might be more of the slight booze character. Maybe I didn't describe it correctly.
Okay.
But it does feel old in a way. Let's put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
Here's their
That's kinda
description.
cool.
You got a fragrant, robust, and full-bodied. This classic Trappist quad is mahogany in color and crowned with a dense tan, frothy head. It's multi forward flavor profiles yet to yield a warm finish. So.
Yeah, I have to agree with those tasting notes. It's warming. It might be boozy, but I'm thinking maybe it's more warming. It's not
warming.
It's not boozing in the sense that you kind of like wince, It's just, but you can tell there's a.
Look at this.
That a few months from now, it probably won't be there quite as much.
Yeah.
Look at this pit. He's got the actual Spencer glass, and I love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's a nice chalice there.
Look at that.
Kind of a long neck chalice. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, is this
making Neri jealous now?
Oh my.
Yeah.
God. Yeah, because this is an American quad.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? They went all the way with this because you go here to this Belgian style ales website, and it's an 11.2 ounce bottle as well.
Yep.
Yeah. So
I think all the bottles are.
size. Yeah.
And of course, they, as is well known, they are the only authorized Trappist brewery in the United States.
Outside of Europe, even. Yeah.
Yeah, the only one outside of Europe. All the others are in Belgium, of course. I think there's one, mostly in Belgium, but I want to say I thought there was one in like Norway or something.
Yeah, there is. There's one in Norway, I think.
But they were the first U.S. Trappist. Everyone else has. In fact, it allows them to use that little Trappist, little Trappist logo.
The insignia, yeah.
So
that's pretty cool, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for sharing that one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, that's kind of why I jumped in. I figured I'd gloat a bit.
Yeah, that looks great.
Very, very cool.
Yeah,
give the Trappist some advertisement because they're too humble.
That's a beer I'll never get. So I'm glad you're enjoying it. That's a good one.
So let's break things up and we have our malt liquor correspondent. We'll go from really good Trappist quad to other.
Is there Trappist malt liquor? That's what I want to know.
Yeah, you know what? This is what matters, right there.
You know what? This is Jeff's first time dealing with this. Jeff hasn't experienced this before. Jeff, since the last time you were here, we're going from Belgian style quads to malt liquor.
Well, I don't
American malt liquor.
I don't actually dislike malt liquors. I mean, I can have them in small quantities.
Mm-hmm.
The one I like the best, which I can't even get in New Hampshire. I'm not even sure if they make it anymore, is Country Club.
I'm not sure if they make it anymore, but I've certainly watched enough videos to know that it's still around and still available in some collections of people.
Yeah. But around here, I get St. Ides, I get Colt 45, the regular plus, I think, the High Graph.
So you're okay. Look, Jeff is hip to malt liquor.
Jeff is, he's way more hip. He's way more hip than I am.
All beer. Let's put it there. All beer.
Wow, he's
wow.
Look at Jeff. So what does Billy D? Now the Trappists don't have a Billy D.
That's
You
right.
know? We got.
I think I saw an ad for them, Spencer, recently, where the monks were in their monkly gear and just brewing beer in their, in their friar tuck type outfits.
What you go?
It's called
for
a monastic habit. Trust me, I know all about it.
You go first, Bum.
I should know, but I just don't.
The floor is yours, Bum.
Okay, here's your malt liquor report for June 27th, 2017.
Yes.
As several of you guys on here already may have found out, Mr. Met 40 ounce has restored his old videos for available and made them available for viewing again. I sent them out to several of you, including his video with Falstaff Brewing Company where they get interrupted by the cops.
That's great.
Joe, go to your Google Plus page and
I'm going now. Yeah, I'm going now.
And it's so funny because they're launching into their rant on everybody, and the cops are just it's great. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, God bless you.
That was an electronic sneeze.
Yeah.
So while Joe's punching that up, I will also say that Mr. Met must have finally got a job because he took all these videos off of public viewing, put them on private for months and months, and he's restored all his old videos, including several videos in which he travels south of the border and cams up and records numerous videos with several Miss Met 40 ounces in Tijuana.
Yeah, I'm on that one now.
Okay.
Let's
Joe, I'll leave it up. I'll leave it up to you if you want to share it on the show here.
Stuff.
Yeah.
Let's preview this one first. I got to get it.
I mean, I don't want to get your entire channel shut down.
No.
That's why I sent it privately to everybody.
You don't want to have ISIS involved.
No, we don't. We don't want ISIS involved in this show. Here's the one: drink malt liquor while at Hong Kong, Tijuana.
That's
the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
So he's got the twerking in the background there. That's not bad.
It really doesn't get much worse than that.
You know what I thought was really funny though? The one with the cops, which was the most humorous, had about 800 views. This one, just because there's a woman's behind in it, has about 80,000.
Yeah.
That matters. That matters.
Tags they put in too, I'm sure.
It's the combination. I'll tell you right now. We're gonna break this one down while we're here. You've got 79,000 views because of. That's not a bad booty, that's for sure. Let's cover that. It's not a bad ass. And it whoa! Oh, I thought he wasn't wearing shorts either. Okay.
No. Mr. Met always keeps his pants on.
I thought he was wearing his own thong bikini there for a minute. But you've got a guy in black ski mask holding a Mickey's. Let's be clear. So you got booty in the picture with guy wearing black ski mask and a Mickey,
and she's got a ski mask on too.
Yeah, this is wonderful.
Great.
Yeah,
this is wonderful.
I believe that cost him an extra $50 to get her to do that.
Yeah,
You whatever you want, it just costs something.
Yeah, it costs something. So, and then here's the other video. We've got this is fast forwarded to the 5.
Yeah, just go up to about 5 minutes or so.
Let's see.
And it's so funny.
Him and Falstaff. You can see the cops creeping up on them.
Yeah, it's funny.
So here you go. Yeah, they're doing their little thing. Yeah, there they are.
You see the cops walking up behind them.
Yeah, so there they are right there, and the cops are, hey, yo, dude, what the hell?
The cops stand and watch them for like about 5 seconds, and they're looking at each other like, "What is this?" And they're
cussing everybody out.
And instantly, Falstaff pulls off his mask, and
Oh man. And it was funny because it was right at the point of the video where they both were launching into a rant.
Yeah, they're cussing
They were
everybody
just
out.
going off, and they had no idea what was going on around them. They were all.
Yeah, they were so into themselves that you could tell that, like, that rant was going to be a good one. So I'll have to do that now. I want to point out something else though, really quick. Whenever let me see, let me go to this other link right here. Where am I at here? Okay, now I'll share my screen here really quick if Bum don't mind, because whenever someone sends me something and they actually put a time in there, you can click on that time and it'll go right to that video, that time. So that it really helps when you do get that. So I just wanted to point.
That's something I've noticed in when you do your live shows and pretty much on YouTube videos. Sometimes if you like the video halfway through, it pops up a little heart. It tells you what point you liked that video, like a minute and a half in or something like that.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't know.
I noticed that mostly on the live ones, not so much on the pre-recorded ones. But you know, if you like, it like shows you at 1 minute, 10 seconds in, Joe D liked this video, you know, something like that.
Oh, cool! I didn't realize that either. All right, right on. That's good.
Yeah, I didn't know that either.
Yeah,
a nice little YouTube factoid. But so yeah, I like that one, Bum. That was definitely these guys are characters, man. I got to give it to them.
Yeah.
You know, for getting out there.
Well,
and
as long as they didn't get arrested. I hope they didn't get arrested for. Well, I'm not sure what they would arrest them for.
No, they didn't. If you read the comments on the video, you'll see how they talk their way out of it.
Yeah. But when it comes to malt liquor, I actually more favor the ice beers. So, you know, I'm not sure what you think of those, but I'll pick up the Natty Daddy every now and then. We get the Schlitz.
I tell you, if you're going to talk about ice and beer together, not so much, man.
It's got some
I think I'd rather have this. This has more flavor.
Yeah. I like the ice in that more.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, ice in my water is good. Ice in beer, yeah.
Well, they definitely get you buzzed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like we were talking about in the pre-show. That's a different love of beer, right there. That's you're definitely in it for a different reason at that point when you're down to ice beer.
Well, I'll have to keep that in mind if I jump in again sometime in the future. I'll bring myself an ice beer or a malt liquor.
Yeah. He'll go from Trappist ales
to Natty Ice.
To Natty Ice. Yeah.
Oh,
that is sweet.
Wear a ski mask.
And
yeah.
Wearing a ski mask. Didn't I do that one show? What did I do that one review? What I did.
What was that? Yeah.
Oh yeah, you had it on like 2 months ago, just like for a few seconds before you did your review.
Yeah. It was something like that. I did. Yeah. Just in the you know, in the interest of things there. So is that all you got there, Bum?
Well, I always have more, but nothing that can't wait till next time. The only other thing I will say, we're still on Jay Vega watch. He did his it seems like what's going to be his last video where he played Sinatra, I Did It My Way. We're more than a week and counting now. He has still not done a new video, and leading to further speculation that Jay Vega has retired. And think about it. When was the last time he jumped on the show here and malt liquored us? It's been months and months.
Yeah, it's been a few months at least.
It's been a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a very long time. Now, I kind of think that malt liquor guys, I would compare them to boxers. They never really quite retire.
Well,
right?
I was thinking about that because he went out with the Sinatra song. For God's sake, Sinatra retired in like '73 and came. So maybe Jay Vega is more clever than all of us are giving him credit for. Maybe he's just doing a Sinatra. He's going to unretire like a year from now.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So that is funny, man. Well. Thanks for that one, Bum. I appreciate it, man. That was definitely a good malt liquor report there. And Billy, thank you very much, Billy.
Yep.
Yes.
As always, Billy D. He's going.
Billy D. In good form. Look at that. Perfect pose.
Yep.
Good co-hosting.
Stud.
Stud.
Our official mascot, Billy D. Bobblehead.
Yeah, that's funny, man. So what yeah, we got the close up right there. I like that.
I'm watching.
I am watching you. So what beer are you having, Mark? Or were you having?
Well, I was having this Leinenkugel Sunset Wheat.
Oh, okay.
Which is just their.
Did you have that already? Didn't you have line? Who had that Liney's? Sunset
Summer Shandy, wasn't that someone?
Oh, was it
Shandy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, this is just a basic, easy drinking wheat beer. But it was kind of my warm up to this one. Monday Night Brewing.
Oh, the gun show. Yeah. Now, who had that? Now, someone had that, right?
I
remember Monday Night Brewing. Was it the gun show? Someone had Monday Night Brewing for sure.
Yeah. So this is a Belgian-style golden ale. I think it's 8%. So this is part of their Black Tie series, which is their seasonal one-off type beers. It's a bomber. Oh. And I think it was $10 for the bomber. So a little pricey. No smoke.
No nary smoke.
No.
Nary's the one for that, man.
But it's got a nice. Monday Night does a really good job. I mean, they were like the first social media brewery, I think, because they posted all their tastings on Twitter, and people would go to the guy's house and try all the recipes. That's how they tested all their recipes before they opened up the brewery.
Okay, I remember you talking about that. Yeah.
I've got I don't know. This is a Pilsner glass I got from my nephew's college, but it's nice. I mean, it's nice and clear. I mean, there's no sediment. Joe, you're looking pretty good through that right there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the way. That's what has to happen right there in order to beautify anything that I'm doing. Yeah.
This is nice. You know how the Belgian golden ales have that. There's kind of that. It's not banana. It's like almost like a tart banana or the grassy floral with it's the Belgian yeast kind of coming through.
Clove and banana.
Yeah, like a dry banana flavor almost.
The head's staying on pretty nice too.
Yeah, it's doing pretty good. Head retention's not bad. Nice looking beer. Well, I mean, it's got a little bit of bitterness at the back. I mean, they're not brewed to be bitter, but it's got kind of that tart floral, citrus, tropical kind of fruit, that you get from the Belgian yeast. And pretty good stuff. Pretty good. And I'm always happy with what these guys do. Monday Night does a good job.
Now we have the website here.
Picture. I got to take a picture of this. I think I've had this before in a bottle. I think a couple years.
Yeah,
ago.
I'm showing. I was showing your. I'll show your. I'll show your Untapped right now.
Yeah. When did I have it last?
This was last year, November 15th.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I gave it 4 stars, or which is. Yeah.
It's rated. It's got 2,100 ratings on here, 156 in the last 30. It's got a 3.7 bottle cap, so it's rated really well. Here's back on the website. You've got the Saws. What is that? Hallertau or something?
Hallertau and
and Tetnag, yeah. And maybe this is it. That hint of Belgian candy sugar.
Yeah, that might be it.
Maybe that's what you're getting there.
I think did they put pears in there too? I think. Yeah.
Well, pears is a food pairing.
Yeah.
Spicy foods, and then they put pears. Duh. Yeah. Because who doesn't pair beer with pears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, right? Like everybody does that. Duh. Ruben, what are you having, my friend?
I'm still drinking the same thing I'm sipping on here. It's Nimble Giant from Trogs Brewing.
Oh, yeah.
Little Giant. Okay.
They come out with this once a year. It was just released like 2 weeks ago, I believe. It says on the can, which is kind of cool. It's 9%, 69 IBUs. It shows the hops. It's Azteca, Mosaic, and Simcoe. My only flaw with the can is it doesn't have a candle date. It's a freshest buy, which actually kind of is upsetting because it shows October 3rd as it's still fresh. So that's a little over 3 months out. It wouldn't be that fresh at that point. But
yeah, I would rather have a born on rather than a used by because you don't know.
Sometimes I do by 3 months. Sometimes I do by 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, at least they did about the 3 months, not the 6 months. I know it just came out.
Mm-hmm.
It's out of Hershey, Pennsylvania. I believe that's where Trogs is.
Yeah, I've been to that brewery.
Yeah,
it's a great beer. I get it. I try to get it every year. It's a classic West Coast style, but has some citrusy notes as well. It's not like a New England style. As you can see, it's kind of clear.
Mm-hmm.
Well, here's the Untapped. It's 58,000 ratings on here. 7,400 just the last 30 days. Very popular beer. Got 9% ABV, 69 IBUs, and a 4.18 bottle cap. So
solid.
Very, very, very solid Imperial IPA. So here's their website. Whoops, I hit no. Damn it. What did I do that for? Yes.
Are you 18?
So, yeah, I'm 18. I'll be 21 here next week. So we're holding out. But in any case, here's a nice look, a nice clean website. I like that. Without sway, there can be no balance. Our double IPA gracefully boasts grapefruit, rind, pineapple, and honeysuckle notes with a hint of earthy forest floor. Behold the wonder. Recommend drinking it between 45 and 50 degrees and drink that sucker in a chalice, please. So
yeah, I got it this year. I thought it was a little high priced even for Pennsylvania. We got the 4-pack was like $13.80, which I thought was pretty steep. Because I don't know if I would have bought it at that price because I keep getting it somewhere. But it's still a great beer, but I don't know if it was worth that price point.
Right, but you're kind of loyal to it. That's one of your go-to beers when it's in season.
Yeah, I get it once a year just because it's it's out. It's a local brewery.
Right.
I mean, it's Pennsylvania, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Quite a nice brewery too. Have you been there?
No, I haven't been to the actual brewery. I plan on going in August. I live a lot closer there now than where I did. So
it's got a big tasting room. Big tasting room. A lot of people.
Yeah.
It's not like crowded,
I hear their scratch beers are amazing.
Yeah, I think I had one when I haven't been in about 2 years, 3 years maybe. But it was a great visit. I enjoyed my visit there.
Hey Tom, what do you have, my friend?
All right, I was drinking a Two Roads Too Juicy.
All right, New England
style IPA. Nice tropical, citrusy, green, pithy type of style IPA. But now I am drinking, or going to pop open a St. Klippenstein from Allagash. They're style-aged oak barrels. I just want to see if we get any smoke out of this bad Larry.
Yeah,
what was it in oak barrels? You broke up for a second.
Flip that cork opens for you quickly.
Yeah.
Sometimes those things you crank them for like 5 minutes.
Oh, I missed it.
Oh, I saw there was some smoke there. I saw it.
A little bit of smoke.
Man, total fail.
Corks always get that smoke.
Yeah, they do. Yeah.
All right, this suits better.
Ooh, nice color.
I bought it a couple of months ago. It was a little pricey. It was like $20 a bottle.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So
that is.
I bought one of them. Didn't even drink it. So just to age it for a while. It was bottled on 12/7/16.
Oh,
So it's got a little age on it.
Yeah, nice.
I get most of the Allagash beers in my area. I haven't seen that one yet. Or maybe I did, and it was just a short time thing. I don't know.
It's probably there somewhere. You get a nice smoky, pithy, some tobacco.
It's got to be a fairly...
You kept some barrel in the back end with some like bittersweet chocolate. Oh, it's a pretty good brew.
Was it like 10%? What's the ABV on that?
It's
11.
Yeah, it's a big beer.
There we go.
Here's their website. I like it. I love the glass that they're showing that in. I have one of those. It's a generic, just a plain glass, and I love it for sampling beers. It's fantastic.
11%.
So
The glass drink's pretty good.
well, Belgian stout.
So and if you go to the Untapped, there's 13,000 ratings, 262 in the last 30 days here. Gets a 4.09 bottle caps, 11% ABV. Full-bodied beer brewed with an array of dark roasted malts, dark chocolate malt, roasted barley, chocolate malt, and brown malt. After being hopped with Chinook and Northern Brewer and fermented with a Trappist-styled yeast for a month in stainless, the beer spends 3 months aging in bourbon barrels. So there you go, man. That is, yeah. It says you get notes of vanilla, coconut, and oak infused the palate and led to a smooth, warm finish.
That's cool. St. Klippenstein must be the patron saint of potlucks. Kind of cool that they're doing that.
Free ham, potlucks, and big stouts. Free ham. No, who can pass up free ham? Come on.
Hey,
Nobody. Nobody.
Got a brewery in New Hampshire that has a beer called Silence of the Hams. They use ham in the beer somehow. It's actually a quad or a triple or something. I had
It's like a
some
bacon.
And they tell you on here, ideal within 2 years. So, and it's aged for 3 months in bourbon barrels. Yeah, here's a look at their logo here. You got a little piggy.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
Well, Piggy going to heaven. He's giving up for me.
With the shepherd's staff.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You think about it,
Sounds tasty.
3 months each barrel, aged in a barrel. Usually you get a lot of beers that, like, you look at KBS. KBS is aged for 12 months, sometimes 13, no matter what year it is.
Yeah.
And for what it is, you can definitely taste it oak in the barrel.
Yeah, I wonder. I bet it. If you age it long, well, it depends on the barrel, but I would think if you age it longer in the barrel, you're going to get more of that, the stuff that's like deep inside the barrel. Whereas if you age it shorter, you might get just the stuff that's right on the surface, maybe.
It also depends if it's a virgin barrel or not. Virgin barrels, if you kept it in longer than like 3 or 4 months, it would overpower it. It would actually ruin the beer.
Yeah, you get so many tannins and dark stuff.
Exactly. It'll become so bougy, and the tannins, and it'll water out the mouthfeel. You play all that stuff into effect.
Yeah.
The whole
Bourbon barrels are. That's been such a huge boon to the bourbon industry, is the craft beer industry, because now all the bourbon distilleries have a place to send all their barrels.
Yeah.
They can send it to all the craft brewers that want a bourbon barrel.
But I've also heard I don't know where I heard this, but I heard this somewhere. But at the same time, there are a lot of bourbons that used to age for 10 or 12 years. But because there's such a demand for bourbon barrels, you're seeing more of them that age 8 years or so, as opposed to 10 or 12 years. Because they have such a demand for their barrels for breweries to age their beer in.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can believe that for sure.
New barrels. You've got to use a clean, first-time virgin charred barrel for bourbon. You can't reuse a bourbon barrel.
Barrel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely interesting. It makes a lot of sense that the the whiskey companies are feeling a lot of pressure, you know, to get rid of those barrels quicker.
I need some help finishing this. Anyone can help me?
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Right. That's a problem when you open those big ones. Yeah, you open.
I'll be right there.
And
That's
it's
only
11%.
8 o'clock. Take on that till about 10:30 or so. Sit around for an hour. Go to bed about midnight. You'll sleep great.
The next one I'm looking at on their website is the Helena, I guess, and that's a traditional Flemish style sour red, aged, and it's aged in wine barrels.
All right.
Oh,
So you
yeah,
get
that sounds awesome.
their description of it is
Wine
in the
barrels?
first sip, aromas of apple and pear combined with hints of caramel and fruit.
Oh,
And the beer finishes with a clean tartness. So
that's amazing.
I'll go to the liquor store and I'll see like little 10-ounce bottles, and it'll be like with cork and everything. It'll be like experiment bottles, and it'll be like $25 for a bottle. I'm like, oh no. I would love to be able to try that, but it's just it's so expensive, man.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
So expensive.
now we're definitely gonna finish the show. I've got a question for some of you guys. Now, some of you guys are near water, so this is gonna be easy. Now, I got a question now. Does anybody here own a boat?
Nope.
No.
Negative.
I've been on a boat, but I don't own a boat.
Yeah, I've been on plenty of boats
I
myself.
think we've all been on the boat.
Now,
I gave my boat to my son.
now there's another question. Now, what would you name your boat if you had a boat?
I got a blow-up raft.
Yeah. Oh man. Now
What would you name your boat?
Yeah. That's. In any case, what would you name your boat? So if you had a boat, and would a boat be named similar to like a bar name? You know, if you had a name for a boat, would you also name your bar that same name? You know what I'm saying?
Never gave much consideration to that question.
Yeah, it's just one of those things I was thinking, you know, and I'm like, does anybody I know have a boat? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, always got to come up with creative names for boats. I mean,
Here's my vintage 1970 Matchbox boat.
Awesome.
You can call it number 9.
That's retro.
Yeah.
Does it hook up to like a Matchbox Bronco or something?
Yes, it does. It's got a trailer hitch, and yes, it does.
That's hilarious.
I probably named mine after a woman.
Yeah. Anyway, real quick, we'll just glance over that. Now let's get to the rant and rave here section. Beric, do you have a rant or a rave?
Real quick rave.
Yeah.
I work for Beltone. Most Beltones are owned by small business guys, franchise.
Okay.
The papers will be finished Friday, and I will be working for Beltone Corporate.
Oh, cool.
Ah.
And that means my benefits go way up, my pay goes up, my vacation days go up. Just like working for a big time company, which Beltone is. Going to have a lot more managers crawling up my butt, but all the benefits and everything goes way up. So I'm happy.
Heck yeah, man.
Cool.
Hey,
That's
cheers
awesome.
to that, man. Cheers to that, my
There
friend.
we go.
Good luck. Good luck.
Absolutely, man. That's good news. That's a real good one. What do you got there, Bum? Rant or a rave?
50% rant, 50% rave. You guys in the pre-show know what I'm talking about. Here's to my next door neighbor, Bob.
All right. Cheers to Bob.
Absolutely. Yeah, cheers to Bob, man. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's it for me. That's it for me for this week.
Right on, man. And Earth, do you have a rant or a rave for us?
I'd say my rave would be, I made it back on the show.
Sweet.
About that.
Yeah. Now you're famous again, you know?
Mhm.
Right?
That's right.
Hey,
Might get a
Jeff,
couple
this is also a new segment we do right here at the end just to kind of close everything out. We do a rant and a rave segment now. Do you have a rant or a rave for us?
Well, I got a rant, more of a pet peeve. It was something you did just a little while ago when you hit that 21 age thing.
Oh, yeah.
And going to beer sites that ask you if you're 21 or older, and I really hate the ones that ask you to find your age because I'm so old it takes me like 2 minutes to scroll down to my year of birth.
You know you're old when you go to websites and they ask you to type in your age or go find it, and you got to use the wheel on your mouse about 5-6 times.
Yep, that's me.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely
relate.
yeah, that that I can't stand that. I don't even have to say that. So there's no disagreement from there with me on that point. What do you got first, Mark? Rant or rave?
I don't have anything this week. I am. All I will say is my rant from the Friday share beer is taken care of. Everything's good.
Good. All right.
You got to go back and watch the Friday share beer to find out what I ranted about.
Yeah.
I'm good. Yeah, life is good right now.
Okay, good. And Ruben, I have a feeling might be ISIS or
ISIS related?
It is, but I won't talk about it this week. I had 50% rant, 50% rave like bum. My rant is it's the end of Q4 fiscal year for my companies, and I'm in manufacturing, so it's a hard time. My rave is next week I'm on vacation for a week, and it's my first time on vacation with my new job, so I can't wait.
All right.
It's a hard week, but next week it'll be worth it. So.
Good. That's good news as well, man. You and Beric really got good news at work, man. So that is good. Absolutely.
That's always good.
Tom, do you have something for us this week or
something? Did anybody else watch the NBA draft?
No.
Am I the only
a
one?
A little bit is all.
The Celtics traded their number 1 pick
They
to
did.
the Philadelphia 76ers to get Jason Tatum, and they went over Markelle Fultz, which was rated number 1 player, to get another number 1 pick for the next year. Which leaves me confused on what they're going to do with 8 first-round picks in the next 6 years or 5 years. It's just kind of aggravating not knowing what they're going to do at what point and when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It sounds to me like they're going to recycle their team in the next 3 years. That's what it sounds like to me.
Yeah.
The last 2 or 3 years, it's been like players flying everywhere. It's just like ever since Garnett and Pierce got traded to New Jersey Nets, it's been like free for all. I don't know if anybody else is really into basketball in here.
I don't follow the NBA like I used to, but I keep up with it towards the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But
I am in New England. I am aware of that trading off the first draft there, and I couldn't quite figure out why, because it was the first time in many years the Celtics got the first pick.
Yeah,
especially when they got so far in the playoffs.
In my opinion, when you get the first pick, you pick the best person. You just pick them just to pick them.
Yeah.
You know, and you have them. That's like when you pick somebody, it's almost like an asset. You can use that person to trade. If anybody wants them, you can get other people for them.
Well, I think their reason, because I of course, leading up to the draft, I heard all that talk, and I think the reasoning was if you can get the guy you still want, and if you think that guy is still going to be there at a lower stage in the same round, then you go ahead and trade your pick. You get the value for it because now you can get another first-round pick and still get your guy. You know,
the problem is we have like 8 first-round picks the next 4 years.
Right, which is a good thing.
That's a great thing. Yeah,
that's what that look at the Patriots. That's what the Patriots have done, and I'm sure the Celtics have consulted the Patriots plenty. So that's if they're trying to do it the Patriot way, which would be kind of what I would assume the New England way now. Maybe they're just
is when you think you're making when you want more money, we trade you.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, that's partially true. They're starting to pay some guys though, right? Like they went away from that a little bit. They're paying some guys, so
Well, even Brady isn't even the highest paid quarterback in the league.
Yeah.
No,
He's
and
like lower end.
yeah, he's definitely worth way in the hell more than he's making. That's for sure. But at the same time, he wants championships, man. The guy's out to win. It is clear that's the guy's actual. He's Tim Duncan, man. Tim Duncan's the same way. You're talking about an NBA. Tim Duncan didn't make a lot of money as far as NBA standards go, so that he could have better players around him. That was just more important.
And he makes him enough money on endorsements.
Yeah,
he makes more money endorsements than he does during 1 year of football. Mm-hmm. He was selling his cookbooks for $400 a piece. $400.
That's insane.
It was sold out too, which is
for
crazy.
A cookbook. For a cookbook, $400.
Supposedly, it was a cookbook. Like he has like a chef, and it was a cookbook that his chef made to show like the type of food that he eats and his lifestyle.
Oh, okay. But I heard when most people bought them, they were slightly deflated at the quality of the cookbook.
And Andrew, I don't have anything this week, but do you have a rant or a rave first to close it out?
Well, I got a rant. I actually got woke up by work this morning, but by a phone call. I had to beat feed over to a site in Hudson for shift coverage, and good thing is, I was called by the office just as I got in the driveway that I'll be working over there tomorrow afternoon, so I'm not going to have to. I'll be able to enjoy this tonight.
Oh, torpedo.
Torpedo.
Okay.
The 24-ounce torpedo. I already had the 12.
Okay.
So he's kind of moving up. Yeah. Yeah.
I got Rogue's chocolate stout down in the beer fridge too, by the way.
All right.
Ooh.
Yeah. Can't go wrong with Rogue chocolate stout.
No, that's a good one.
A solid one, absolutely. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it, man. Great show. Good times, man.
And literally, I just got home from work just before I got on the air here.
And we'll close this one out. Cheers to Bob, man.
Yep.
Yeah. Cheers.
I got that too.
Cheers to Bob.
No,
Cheers to Bob.
Cheers to Bob, man. We'll see you guys. Peace out, man.
Next Tuesday is July 4th, so I guess we're doing a show, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Whoever wants to show up. Yeah, July.
But I might be able to talk my brother into popping on here if he's still here. So
there's never an extra charge for us doing a show on a holiday, but you do get holiday pay, Mark. You get holiday pay.
Cool. 1.5 0 is still 0 though.
Yeah.
What about Billy D? Does
Billy
D get holiday pay?
Billy D gets double time. He gets triple time for working.
He gets a double malt.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we double the pay here on holidays. So.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, we'll see you, man. Peace out.
Yeah.
Later.
Yeah.